Deloitte has been for too long a witness not only to India's growth story, but also has finally and very silently witnessed the gaps that need to be filled. The launch event in itself ignited a lot of people who wanted to contribute. 1 lakh women entrepreneurs that we want them where they can have ownership, they can have stake. Today we have two media partners, Times of India, one of the oldest reputable newspapers in our country, also ANI, one of the largest news agencies of our country. ANI is in fact led by a female journalist, a veteran journalist. Chapter 1 is women, chapter 2 is youth. Let's begin with the Lakshmi of India. Today I have the pleasure of saying ladies and a smattering of gentlemen. But is that the justice that we have sought? We have wanted every room to be a room full of equity, to be a room full of possibility. And what is to be launched today is what can the average Indian citizen who comes together launch. I am extremely grateful that the British Council is here. I am extremely joyful that I have industry leaders, be it industry in terms of CII or industry leaders such as our representatives from the Times of India, or for that matter, one of the oldest news organizations which has now taken a new podcast avatar, which is the ANI team. Be it our colleagues from the ICAI, ICSI, or youngsters from the Women's Collective Forum who've come together, all age groups, mostly all states, represented today in this room, coming together only for women of India. What Jan Dhan did was unleash the potential financially of women, not only to be entrepreneurial, but also to resonate with their voices and their efforts on the demography of India. What Mudra did, though not gendered, was evidence to the world at large what women can do with enterprise if credit is available and faith of institutions is instilled in them. Dheeraj has been very kind to say that yes, a conversation began in the back room where the partners of Deloitte in Southeast Asia had come together. And Swati and I happened to be in a conversation to say, what can we do just as people for women in small businesses in India? A conversation which in 5 minutes found resonance with Ruman, the leadership of Deloitte. And from there came the confidence to start a movement of sorts where many partners today have been kind enough to join. To say that the ICAI and ICSI are very easy partnerships to land would be to show disrespect to the movement and to their contribution across the country. To have these two institutions of repute and also have a partnership with the British Council is bringing together every gap that we have seen women confront, every gap that needs to be filled, every possibility that can be unleashed. So, with a sense of deep gratitude, I will now hand it over to Swati. That we are in a boardroom like this is a boardroom that we desire for women across 300 cities. 1 lakh is just a small goal. Who thought that one day we will sit in a room which will not only have representatives from the government of Delhi, but also have the National Stock Exchange as a partner. So thank you for the collaboration. Look forward to 300 cities to begin with and 1 lakh women who are waiting for us to connect with.
Our role in this programme, we're really delighted to be working with all of you to understand how we can support the English language skills of these young women so that they can ensure that they can access both international but also within India different markets for their products, to build their entrepreneurial skills, to build their capacity, so that they can really thrive in the future. We're delighted to understand that there are so many different pillars and offers that we could potentially plug into, and we're excited to work with you all to identify the best way that we can amplify those opportunities. And like Ishmael said, we really believe that women have the power to really drive change, not only for their communities but for their families. So this is a sustainable model, and I'm sure will create a much brighter future for many individuals that they come into contact with as they participate in this program. So thank you so much.
What all you envisioned this project would be. It was very refreshing. It didn't seem like it was just one more of those token programs, the women empowerment token programs. No, this honestly now looks, it's a nation building program, because the knock-on effects of a woman entrepreneur are felt by society everywhere. And you envision a large volume over here, 1 lakh volume. And so yes, as soon as I heard about that, we jumped in.
So how do you see Spark as an initiative helping in the role of women empowerment?
I'm happy that something like this has been starting, and it is there for women, especially women.
It was refreshing. It wasn't just sort of, those tokenized, siloed women empowerment programs. It seemed more as a program that was nation building.
And we're looking forward to seeing whether we can actually build a blueprint as we begin this journey as to how do you help women who've initiated business to scale.
It's a first of its kind innovative program for women entrepreneurs. And what is most remarkable is that it started with a small conversation that I had with Smriti ji.
The greatest test of fruits of a democracy is the adage old age, of the people, by the people, for the people. And Spark hits just that spark in our democracy.
The Spark Collective is a very, very interesting program. It's a first of its kind innovative program for women entrepreneurs. And what is most remarkable is that it started with a small conversation that I had with Smriti ji as part of our Deloitte South Asia Partners Meet. And very quickly, Romal and our leadership endorsed the idea. And in the last 2-3 months, we have made great progress to be able to come and launch this event in this form and shape today now. So the Spark Collective is a special program. It's a very innovative, first of its kind program for women entrepreneurs in India. And we are looking at women entrepreneurs who have a revenue of 10 lakh to 99 lakhs per annum. So these are really micro entrepreneurs who are doing this usually only as the only person, running it out of their households and really, really struggling to scale it up, sometimes even to sustain it. And the Spark Collective is exactly here to change that. It is here to help women enterprises scale up. We are here to make Lakpati Didis into Karodpati Didis. And we are here to work with them across all areas of intervention, be it credit, be it marketing, be it skilling, be it financing, be it compliances, be it networking, be it mentorship, across the whole spectrum of whatever they may need to scale up their enterprises. The Spark Collective will provide that. So as I said, very special program, very, very relevant for our economy and for our social revolution as well.
Right. Wonderful initiative, Swati. Thank you so much for sharing the outline. You have a lot of partners also supporting. You have built almost created an ecosystem, also private-led. You want to touch upon the partners a bit briefly? Yeah.
Spark Collective is an ecosystem enabler. As we call it, Spark 360 is an ecosystem enabler. It is a program which is a people's movement. It is a program which is Jan Andolan. And like in any Jan Andolan, you need people to join you, be a part of the movement, make their contributions and make the movement bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what Spark Collective is doing. We have partnerships with the government, we have partnerships with industry bodies, we have partnerships with CSRs and philanthropies, we have partnerships with the industry, and pretty much as an individual or as an entity and enterprise, you can come and join us in the Spark Collective and make your contributions.
Wonderful. They want to double click on Deloitte's role, and how do you envision Deloitte helping empowering women and meet the objective of this initiative of 1 lakh women?
I think I'm very, very privileged to say that Deloitte is the knowledge partner for this program. And we are extremely excited to partner with the Spark Collective to take this program forward. Deloitte, as you know, as an organization, has always believed in making impact that matters. And with the Spark Collective, we are indeed going to make impact that matters for these 1 lakh women across 300 cities to begin with, but also more broadly then across 56 Commonwealth countries that we will take the program to.